If you want to come into this as a victim, you're going to see everything and you're a victim to it. The way I teach, you're victimizing the unlearned. You're victimizing the neophyte. They don't know how to fucking trade. They put their stop loss in the wrong place. We're running on them. We're not running in a pack like a wild animals, okay? Trying to find whatever moves next. That's reacting to price. Fuck that. We are a cheetah. We know we can run any fucking thing down. We can run anything down. Put whatever fuck you want to put in front of us, whatever method out there, we will run circles around that shit. Nothing can fucking beat what I'm telling you. Nothing can beat this. Nothing. If it could, it would have came. It's never come. You are a cheetah stalking in the high grass. And there's a herd out there. They think they're safe because they're close. They're all doing the same thing, eating the grass. They're hanging around, same people, doing the same shit. Harmonic, retail, Elliott wave shit. You're the cheetah. You're sitting out there in the long grass. You're just waiting. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you see that one gazelle just takes a step too far out and puts his stop loss right there. Easy for the taking. The herd is going to move away, but that one animal that doesn't know what it's doing, it doesn't shift when it should. And now there's a fair value gap. In 72 miles an hour, in seconds, your ass is there pouncing on it. That's what I'm envisioning in price. Do I know that person that's losing money? No. Do I know the person that has all their hopes and expectations of making money on that trade? Do I know them? Am I going to see them? No. Am I worried about them? No. Do I feel bad that they lost money? No. I have to eat. You have to eat. Everybody signs the same risk disclosures when you come into this market. Everybody understands that you can lose and lose more than you have. I have no qualms about it, period. It's the way it is. It's a jungle out here. You either are prey or you're a predator. I don't walk around or teach my students to be a lamb. This is the way it is, folks. You have to have teeth and you have to have claws. And you need to know when to use them and how to use them. You want to come in here and play the nice guy role and everybody, is going to love you and you never say anything wrong or never off color or whatever. The bottom line is, that's not what this is. This is fucking war. We're talking about money, real money, lots of it, and major entities out there that do not want you to be doing this successfully. They're going to roll on that. And I'm teaching you how to beat the fuck out of that, okay? Consistently.
Yo! Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Like the stream on your way, and if you'd be ever so kind, I really do appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are calling in from today. Make sure we get this done here. Get that poll in the chat. We got to get that poll in the chat. See what the tilt indicator is telling us today, boys and girls. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's see who we got in here. What's up, Christian? What's up, MJ? I'm sorry, I can't see like the very top of the chat for some reason. What's up, Andre, Nika, Sashin, Justin? Good to see ya. Nala, good morning. Alberto, Wendell, Dario, Jorgen, Raymond, Nala, Muhammad, ICT, Maida. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. What's up, Eugenio? Vic, man. All right, guys. Starting to look at some charts here. First and foremost, we do have some red folder news that should have already passed, right? So, final GDP and unemployment every Thursday, pre-market. 10 a.m. we have some pending home sales, medium impact, orange folder news. So we'll be mindful about that. But yeah, we talked about on Monday the weekly draw eventually becoming the new week opening gap. The weekly candle opened up and traded straight up with no wick to the downside. And yesterday, not only did we get that trade down to the daily fair value gap in the previous day low, we ended up just absolutely dying off and taking out the weekly open before the day ended yesterday. So we had a crazy sell-off yesterday, to be honest. And just looking at this daily candle, let's see how big goes this range. Yeah, nice little over 2% sell-off here on the NASDAQ. However, I will say, just like looking at the daily chart, I'm not overly convinced of either direction by looking at this daily. I think you can make an argument for price to hold these levels and make a turn back for the high. I also could see how you'd make the argument that we close below 50% of this daily fair value gap and we could see price keep heading lower for the lows, right? So I'm really neutral, to be honest, at this very moment in time, because I can make an argument for both directions. So just dropping down here, 4 hour. I got these relative equal highs here. 4 hour fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap up here, but really to BPR. So like I said, just look at, like, you can find PD arrays on both sides of price, and we're kind of right in the middle. So honestly, even though it's a red folder day today, I kind of wouldn't be overly surprised if we saw some tougher conditions. I mean, I think a lot of people came into yesterday thinking we would get tough conditions, and we got like a crazy good move though. So we'll see how it all shakes out when said and done. But took out London and Asia lows here. Previous day low is still intact for the moment. Summer Bloom. I'll mark it out though. Previous day low. We could sweep this low and then maybe get a reversal back up into this range. I like these smooth relative equal highs with London and Asia high. And then we have this 4 hour inefficiency we could dig up into as well. So I do like that. Previous day low being swept right now. Market just opened up a few minutes ago, guys. Let's see if ES wants to take that out as well. Turn that off. Selling off pretty strong here. Yeah, let me know your guys' bias in the chat. So far, we got, what, 73 votes, 44% bearish, 41% bullish, pretty much a even split. Some of you guys are neutral. So, yeah, we'll see what we get here, guys. What's up, Vic, man? What's up, George? Bearish, and after that, bullish, after manipulation. Fair enough. The Discord link is not working. I think it's working. Wait. Yeah, it should be working. Nothing better than a price could go up and price could go down argument. That's right, Ling. Hey, guys, here's my final analysis for the day. If price doesn't go down, it'll go up. How about that? One way or another, I'll be correct. Previous day low is being left right now for the moment on ES. That'd be cool for bullish PDRAs because then we'd have bullish SMT. Otherwise though, you know, if we see price kind of just stick with further downside, yeah, I mean, the only target would just be external lows most likely, right? IRL to ERL, I guess. Jump down to the 1 minute here. This would be a beautiful. I sound biased. It would be a beautiful market maker buy model though, to be honest. Clean manipulation straight down here at the open. Little Judas swing action. Give us like a 10 a.m. reversal to the upside. Oh boy. Even a delivery all the way back to midnight would just be a beauty. Just be an absolute beauty. Oh, baby. I hope it happens. Fingers crossed. No top step promo code Ruben. The link pinned at the top of the chat. And the link that the bot is spamming every 10 minutes or so, or whatever it is. We'll give you a discount on your first combine. But automatically applied. Don't gotta type in any codes. There's no SMT. Yeah, we're staying heavy here, taking out previous day low. I mean, yeah, I'll just have to readjust and kind of reassess if we just stay heavy here and keep selling. I'm just telling you what I hope happens. What I hope happens is that a 10 a.m. reversal happens and we could trade higher, but just because I hope that happens doesn't mean it will. Definitely don't want to stay. I don't want to be ignorant to what price is showing, and if price is showing that it wants to go lower, then it wants to go lower. And as of right now, that's kind of what it is showing, to be honest. We've traded all the way through new week opening gap, I believe, right now. Yeah. So new week opening gap has been totally traded through at this moment. So, but we're only 8 minutes into the open. This is moving away pretty quick. Is there any SMT at the high here? No. Yeah, this is, for the moment, just a continuation of yesterday. But what's YM doing? Everything's in sync. Everything's going lower. But let me close the poll off here before we get too much movement in one direction. Final vote, guys. I'm going to say this is pretty split even. Pretty split even. 45% bearish, 42% bullish. Pretty even split. Dario, no, I'm afraid I can't do that, Dario. At the moment. Your boy's in a committed, loyal relationship with Top Step only for now. And we don't cheat on our significant other. No, sir. Haram. I would like to see that the weekly is AMD today and tomorrow, putting in the low of the week. Yeah, that's a fair thought as well. It's Thursday today. You want to see new lows even tomorrow on Friday? Yeah, this weekly candle flipped on a dime though with yesterday's move. You can see how the weekly candle looks right now. Strong bearish rejection from here. And yeah, honestly, my goodness. Let's see how some candles close here in the next, 5 to 20 minutes. But if things stay the way that they're looking right now, it's looking like this might be a continuation move lower that we might end up playing. That could change. Market could displace higher at any moment, I suppose, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it has a whole lot of willingness to move to the upside. A 50-minute candle closes here in 4 minutes. And the 4-hour candle closes in 20. It'd be some pretty nasty price action, to be honest, if we got like this if this 4-hour candle, just like imagine this with me. 4-hour candle closes strong bearish, and then like if the next 4-hour candle like took the low and then immediately formed a 4-hour order block, retracing this whole move, that'd be pretty nasty, to be honest. And that exact scenario wouldn't be like super pretty for most traders, I don't think, but I think that's not as likely to happen, given the weekly profile. Wouldn't hate this OTE from range from last week's move to hold, and we get 10 a.m. reversal. Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to like predict too much, because I could say one thing right now, and then in 10 minutes, price could look like something completely different, and I'd change my mind. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, giving you guys what I'm seeing. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't need previous day low on this chart anymore. Take that off. Yes, Beckley. How was the gym yesterday? The gym was good. Gym was good. It was busy. I don't know what. You guys ever go to the gym like middle of the day and you're just like, don't you people have jobs? Like, what are all these people doing here? Is everybody just a day trader today or these days? Like, what's going on? Why is the gym always got so many people in the middle of the day? All right, guys, 50-minute candle closes here in 30 seconds. This is the current 50-minute candle right here. I am still open to that 10 a.m. reversal. Like I've been trying to tell you guys, I'm trying not to pick one side too strongly right now. I'm not trying to commit to upside or downside at the moment, but a 15-minute candle just closed. We just created an inversion here on the 1 minute bullish inverse fair value gap. And we're creating some bullish fair value gaps as well. I'm a little concerned that we, I don't know, can maybe make one more push lower here with the new 4-hour open, potentially. This 1 minute could be a trap. Five-minute fair value gap right there got tapped. If we run through all of this, I'd feel a lot better about longs. I'm gonna stay off that 1 minute because I think this could just go straight down from here. And if it does, then I would probably honestly look to play that. I'll scale into the 1 minute and probably look to play a continuation short. Kind of similar to yesterday. Like yesterday, we traded up into that 5-minute gap in the opening range, and then we immediately inversed that bullish gap and we went. So it could be a very similar setup to yesterday, to be honest. We'll see if this holds. We're in between two PD arrays at the moment, but mark this gap out here. If we inverse it, I might try that. Yeah, this is first presentation gap right here. Nothing yet, guys. We're just trapped in here. Macro starts in a minute. This shaded area up here is a 5-minute fair value gap, and if we were to inverse that and get above all this price, I think I would shift to look for longs. Didn't confirm here on the 1 minute. Some of you guys could be long already from here. I just think it was a little bit more risky. Yeah, remove that. No trade yet. 5-minute candle closure here in like 10 seconds. All right, we're creating that inversion on the 5. Let's watch this 3-minute. We got a minute left on this candle. Not gonna have an instance like was that last week I took a loss like that, or was that the loss this week? I think it was last week. We created an inversion on the 1 and 5 minute, and then for whatever reason the only thing we didn't inverse was the 3 minute. And then ended up taking a loss because of it. Nice impulse. If for anybody that did anyone that did say F it and got long here, wow. Probably feeling pretty good right now. See if it continues. Looking like we're going to get a nice close here on the 3 minute as well. Yeah. Now I'm going to be in a situation where I got to see if I can hopefully get a pullback, right? And I don't know if we will. It's looking like it's a little bit of a hurry here. I'm going to try this, though, if we get it. Limit is set. Oh, 09 and a half. It's always a little nerve-wracking when we come up and just respect the opening price, though, like that. Putting my trust in the inverted fair value gaps. No, I'm not waiting for news because it's orange folder. All right, I'm triggered in, guys. Stop's going at 69. And TP midnight 134. See if we can get this to respect and play out. This 9:30 reaction makes me a little nervous. What's up, Muhammad? So risking 40 points here to potentially get 120. Not too shabby. Nice 1 to 3. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's news. All right, I'm risk-free. Taking out this internal high. No bearish SMT. Oh, wait, fuck. That's not news yet. We're early. It's only 10:54. No news. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'll take it. Where's London High? Okay, yeah, London High is up there. All right, yeah, I'm gonna ride this. Yeah, I don't know what that candle was, to be honest. I'm not mad at it. I'm just hoping we don't just sweep this little internal high and then come all the way back down. That would suck, but it is what it is. That'd be kind of some choppy conditions. Me no likey. I'll do one partial at that high. Up 70 points currently, guys. I don't like that close. I'm actually going to do a partial now. I take it back. I did one partial now. I'm going to let the rest run. If we can get above this high, though, I want to start trailing my stop. Still leaving room for price to maybe pull down into this. It's actually a bullish breaker here as well. The reason I took the partial there instead is because of how this candle closed here at the last second, right below this high here to the left. So I just took one off. But this should go. This is strong. There's no SMT against this at the moment. What a crazy candle that was. Does anyone know why this happened? Or nah? No? Yeah, no news yet. News is in like a few minutes here, so I'm hoping news doesn't just totally reverse this. That'd be annoying. Oh, thanks, Melra. Accidentally full ported the house. Trump eliminated all taxes and student loan debt. He can keep the student loan debt. I dropped out. I'm not paying for anybody else's student loan debt. Fuck that. But no taxes would be sick. You know? So yeah, it is getting close to 10 a.m. here. We got a couple minutes out. I'm gonna leave this play out. If you're not paying taxes, you're still not paying for other people's student loan debt. Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess that's correct if he canceled them both at the exact same moment in time. Nala says, Nas has resistance here. What makes you say that? The fact that it stopped going up? I took one partial off, guys. Already. Just waiting to see if we can get this move. Do I ever scale in? That is something that I'm trying to actively get better at doing. I've been inspired by Jade Cap and in one of his recent YouTube videos. I've been keeping up, as most of you guys probably have. I've been keeping up with his like crazy run that he's on right now, and like watching his stuff. The only thing that he seemingly, obviously, he doesn't record all of his trades, so it's hard to like always see it in action. But the only thing from like his little pieces of advice that he's dropped that he does probably do different than me at the moment is scaling into winners. And I think that there's so much truth to that, like being able to get, you know, your original position at, you know, a handful of micros. And if you could get that to 8, 10 micros or more, you could just, the upside is so crazy, you know, and taking advantage of a move that's playing out in your favor. So yeah, that's something that I want to get better at. Like I feel like I have a good idea of how to do it. You know, and I've always had like tape reading while we're in trades. Like you guys will hear me verbally say stuff like, oh yeah, it's probably a good ad here, etc., etc. But then it's like building the muscle of actually pressing the button and executing on that as well is a whole different thing. We're getting there though. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I do it a lot, because I really don't do it all that much. You do need the right market conditions as well. You need some spooling markets for sure. You don't want to get in a situation where like you're adding all the time and then like, you know, you get like, if this comes all the way back against the trade, right? Because your average fill goes up when you add to a position, obviously, right? So it's not always going to be conducive with what you're trying to do. So I feel like you do have to be very calculated with it, very precise. But I think for a lot of people, I'm just speaking in general here, I feel like for a lot of people though, it could create like another scenario for you to go on tilt more often, like make you more emotional. Like if you're adding to your position and then it's moving back against you and then you're getting stopped at break even because of it or whatever, and then it plays out without you. If you'd have just left your original trade in, I could see how people would get emotional because of that and go on tilt. I'm late. Are you in? You tell me. I think I'm in. Last I checked. Are you all in? I wish I was now that we're in profit. If I didn't know we were going to get a God candle to the upside, I would have been all in, yeah. Son of a gun. I really hate that we're slowing up here. Let's try this. I took another partial here, guys. I took another partial here, and I will add. I'll add to this trade if price comes back into this fair value gap. Like right here at this breaker. I'll put a limit here right now. Oh, fuck. That's not a limit order, you son of a bitch. I hit market order. Gosh damn it. See? Can you tell him? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put a limit here. Hits market buy. What a retard. Well, I guess there you go. I don't know. Yeah, I wanted the because now look at my fill. Obviously, I did not mean that, but oh my god. That's why I can't try to entertain the chat while I'm trading. It just fucks me. Oh, just go. Don't even come back to the gap at this point. Trying to be cute for the chat. You know how we know how market gets when you try to get cute with it. I'll mark it in with you, brother. Please do. Yeah, get in here. More the merrier. Oh my gosh. We've all been there, haven't we, though? Where you literally meant to do something and you like hit something else. The worst is when like you mean to manage your trade some way and then all of a sudden you end up like closing your position on accident, hitting like a hotkey or something. Oh, that's the worst. The absolute worst. I'm watching ES here because I'm trying to make sure we don't have any SMT that formed against us. The other unfortunate part, though, is like now if I were to try partialing again, my average fill would move up even more. Because when you partial out, like when you partial in and then partial out, it takes off your oldest order first. I don't know if you guys knew that. So if you have subsequent orders that are higher up, as you partial out as you go, it'll keep moving that fill, like your entry, higher. Because it's taking off your oldest order against your newest one. Fun fact. Risk profit would be the same as before. I mean, yeah, if you're adding in the realized P&L that you just gained, I suppose. But it makes your management different if your entry is higher or lower. Right? You can leave if you have a lower entry on a long, you can leave your entry a little bit lower in the leg because you can let it pull back for certain PD rays that you see forming, etc. Which for me is a little bit mentally easier. Personally. Attaboy, Andre. All right, we're hitting the bullish breaker and the fair value gap. Oh, I don't like that close. I think if this candle flips back bearish, I'm gonna hop out. Nice push. I'm gonna go stop here. 6 points of risk now. Exactly, Lang trades. That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to say earlier, and now here we are. This totally happened on accident, though. I did not mean to add where I did. I meant to put a limit here, which meant my average fill would have been lower because my first entry was down here. So my average fill would have been like here. So like this was accidental, but I guess it serves as a good example for what I was trying to say. So this trade currently is at 6 points of risk. But okay, yeah. So we're out of that. Still green. Because of those two partials we were able to get off up in here. So not too bad. Kind of a tease there. We went all the way, put in these equal highs, didn't put any SMT against the trade. Now we're pulling back a little bit. We can still replay this. That's the nice part. That's why I wanted to protect the trade. I just don't know how far this is going to go to the downside here. So I guess all in all, I'm not too upset about the trade management here. I'm a little annoyed about me hitting the wrong execution, but five-minute gap in here as well. Retesting 930. I might look to re-enter this if we immediately give us like a change in the state here. I like the stream though, guys. Man, just joined JCap's Discord for 7,000. Is it that much actually? Wow. I did not know it was that much. It definitely, I'll say this, it definitely factors out the kind of the freeloaders, right? All right, guys, I'm replaying the long here. See if we can get, oh, fuck. See if we can get the trade rest of the way through, like London High, midnight. Once these equal highs get ran through, I'll take risk off again. Ended up getting filled at 63 1/4. Jumped in with like 2 seconds left on the candle. ES is about to run these equal highs. A little ahead of NASDAQ. There we go. All right, yeah, I'm going to take the risk off. ES just took out these equal highs. Not partialing. Oh, fuck. I'm not in. I wanted to have 4. What the fuck? Well, that's annoying. Literally such a sloppy performance for me after that trying to add debacle. That's annoying. Aw, thanks, Dodd. Dodd says, I like Tyler better because he live streams win or lose, not posting videos showing 100% win rate making $1 million in a month, which I think is just a tool to sell his material. Totally unrealistic. Aw, thanks, man. I do believe Jade Cap is legit though. I mean, I don't have any reason to believe he's not. Obviously, he probably makes a shit ton of money through his mentorship as well, or his Discord, or whatever it is. But yeah, you know, I mean, I try to be as honest and forthright and show everything, and I don't try to like mask my emotions on stream either. Like if I'm fucking annoyed with price, or if I'm annoyed with myself with how I'm engaging with price, I also let that be known as well, because I just think it's shit we all go through anyway. So I don't have anything to gain by making you guys think that I'm some fucking stoic robot that doesn't get emotional. And, you know, I kind of wish I had examples like this to watch when I was first learning how to trade. So, all right, guys, I got to stop that break even there. Like I said, I took the risk off just because of ES running these highs that we generated. Obviously, it could still play out, but I'm just trying to protect at logical levels. So... 5 minute looks a little gnarly here. I do like this reaction from the 5 minute. 3 minute inversion. I mean, it really should play out, honestly. This would be pretty fucking nasty if it retraced and reversed and went lower. That doesn't make any sense. I hate to keep trying to attempt it. Fuck. It's like, why go break even if I'm going to just hop back in right away? That's something I got to tell myself sometimes. Why'd you go break even if you were just going to hop back in right away, you dipshit? Ugh, I need to go hand off the mouse for a few minutes, guys. I'm not gonna lie, the whole like misclicking the market order for my pyramid entry kind of fucked with me. And now I'm starting to feel FOMO. Like I'm gonna fucking try to chase this and then something bad's gonna happen. If I could go back, if I had a little time machine, I could go back 20 minutes. I would have either not tried adding at all, or I would have not been in such a hurry and clicked market buy like a dipshit. My bad. My bad. We are still up on the day, though. We did get a nice little move. A nice, fast little move at that. I'll say that. Shit. We, yeah, got like 90-ish points. 70 to 90. Should still play out, though. Like I said, I'm scrolling through the time frames here, and I'm like, there's no reason why this should reverse. 5 minute, 3 minute. It's poor execution on my end today. Reading price correctly, sloppy, poor, borderline retarded execution for me. You could make you could make that argument. Okay. But yeah, before I do anything stupid, I gotta stop trying to play this. I'm gonna give this a minute to breathe. But hey, I like the stream. I don't know. It can't really get more raw than, like, real and raw than this. Like, I've just totally fucking had a blunder in front of you guys. How many trades before I stop for the day? It really just depends on the day. I'll usually allow myself 2 trades. So, like, either 0-2, 1-1. However, if I get, like, yesterday where we get that 1 trade and that's just the move of the morning and it's a really nice move, like, there's no reason for me to keep trading after that. You know, if I take a trade, like, kind of like today, like, if I take this trade, we got a couple partials off, ultimately kind of a break even, stop out on the rest. Like, I would be open to another trade here for sure, but giving the market a chance to kind of reset here. And potentially avoid any losses if this gets kind of nasty. Like I said, I don't know why this I really don't know why I'm looking at price action here. Like, so many PD rays would have to fail for this to then now reverse, especially after creating these equal highs. However, ES ran this out. That's why I protected the trade. You can see here, we generated buy side and we ran it, and now we're reversing. So I'm not going to be ignorant and say that it can't go lower, because it can do whatever the fuck it wants. Would it surprise me a little bit? Kind of, but I've been surprised before. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? I was surprised when that candle freaking shot up and we were in profit. Yeah, you guys just showing up to class late? Come on. Yeah, I took one long, got a couple partials off, and then that was it. And then attempted it again, got stopped at break even. Now we're potentially reversing here, if not just accumulating. Either way, I'm happy I did not get right back in this trade. I would have been, oh my god, I'm so mad at myself if I did this. I'm so happy I'm like, got a grip and said, don't fucking chase it. Because I would be in drawdown right now. And then I'd be even more emotional. Oh my god. Don't you guys love when you... Sometimes it's exciting when you just save yourself from some heartache in the market. You just save yourself for some bullshit. God, that's so satisfying. But anyway, what time is it? It's almost 10:30. Yeah, let's see what this half hour mark can bring. Let's check out the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart's a little nasty. I wonder if we can dig all the way back down into this 30-minute wick. I still think we could lean more bullish. Here's the 4-hour. ES did dig into that 4-hour gap. NQ, very, very shallow run there. I don't know. Let's see what the chat thinks. Does chat think we go lower on this 4-hour candle currently? What's chat think here? I'm using a lifeline, kids. Calling a friend. You know what's fucked when you start looking at the 10-minute, the 69-minute. Here's your 69-minute chart, boys and girls. For anyone that's interested. See, this makes more sense. Okay. Chat says call it a day. No. Never. I'll never stop trading. I'll never stop pressing the button. And I'm a little offended that you would try to give me good advice, to be honest. Jorge. Push me until I get my satisfaction. I'm not fucking leaving. Oh, goodness. What's better, Trade of 8 Ninja Trader or definitely not MetaTrader. Definitely not MetaTrader. Ninja Trader owns Trade of 8. Kraken supposedly now owns Ninja Trader. But yeah, I don't know. I've never actually used Ninja Trader personally, so I can't speak on that. I think a lot of people do use Ninja Trader. I don't know if it's necessarily better or worse. The people that use it will say it's better. The people that don't use it will say, yeah, they all work. Stuck in 2018 if you're still on MetaTrader. Yeah. It's so weird to me now. Like, if people are in North America and they're still posting MetaTrader screenshots, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, if you're in like a third world country somewhere, I don't know. I guess maybe that makes sense, but... All right, let's use this price action as a teaching moment because we had the conversation already. So this was the long that we took, or I took. Here's the long I took. Stop went below 50% of this wick down here. So that's the reason for my stop being there. Was targeting New York midnight. And we literally were in this trade, and I'm having the conversation with the chat about adding to my position. And I literally said, I'm like, the only problem with adding to your position all the time is like you could get an environment where price pulls back against you, and then because of it, it fucks your whole trade up. Versus just leaving your one fucking entry where it was and then just letting the trade play out. And today, right this very moment, is a fucking perfect example of exactly what I said out loud in the middle of the trade. Rewind the tape if you missed it. I mean, it could not be more picture. I mean, like, what are the odds? The perfect fucking example. I mean, it couldn't. I can't make this stuff up. It's exactly what happened. God. Fucking A, dude. Ah! The other unfortunate part about that, and this is the part that actually obviously is only my fault here, is the fact that I just misclicked this. My average fill would have been like right down in here versus all the way up in here. So that could have changed some things as well, but I can't do nothing about that at this moment in time anymore. Yeah. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Yeah, that's frustrating though, for sure. Left some opportunity on the table. Got my fucking light in the background doing rainbow tricks on it. God damn it. No pride flags over here, please. Good lord. Anyway, well, hope it was entertaining at least. And Christian says emotion USD. Facts. Facts, yeah. I think I feel more emotional when like I don't really get emotional based on like if I take a trade and it loses, like a setup or whatever. Like if a PD array fails, that doesn't make me emotional. I get more emotionally triggered if I fuck up somehow. Because I can't control what market does, obviously, but I can control, you know, me not market executing when I meant to hit a limit. So that, you know, that bugs me because I don't want to be mad about myself. I expect more of me, right? Come on, standards up here. Fucking today I was down here. Not acceptable. Anyway, hey, not to be a Debbie Downer. It is what it is. You guys don't give a shit about me anyway. Who is still holding this trade though? It's very possible that people could have partialed, had the same entry as I did, and they were just letting this run at break even or whatever. But if that is you, lunch is on you today. Just let me know where we're meeting up. But congratulations. It's yeah, nice little move here. We read it right. So, with that being said, we are still green every day this week other than Tuesday. Green Monday, red Tuesday, even though we had it right. I was just early, so I fucked that up. Wednesday, obviously, we caught that. Yesterday, we caught that really nice sell. Still was able to catch a little bit of this. I gotta stop reading chat when I'm in trades, though. It's not your guys' fault. It's my fault, but. You guys enticed me. Whole move started from the 1 hour BISI. Zoom out. That was the bottom of the down move preceding this move. Yeah, no, we were outlining everything, Brian. I talked about the new week opening gap and this gap in here, how we were trapped in between these PD arrays on the 4 hour. And then what I told you guys right at that time, this was like 20 minutes until the close of the 4 hour candle. This was one just big BBC. And then I said, but who knows, in the next 10 minutes, this could flip and look totally different. And it did, right? Ended up getting this big wick, very weak close for more downside. So then we flip long buys, right? So yeah, I'm really not mad at how I'm not mad at how I red priced today. I feel like I red priced pretty well. I just I fucked up on my executions. Obviously, I hit the wrong button. And that kind of led to my demise for the full final target being hit on my end, unfortunately. But target is hit there. I was just going for New York midnight, London Asia highs. So it looks like we're about to be trading through those as well here. Congratulations, guys, if you caught this full move and you didn't only catch part of it like me. So I guess it's all right. I'll live. I know that I'm not going to make that mistake very often, but when it does happen, that is frustrating, obviously. Oh, that's not London. Crazy, we just wicked that little high there. Man. Anyway, I'm counting that as a dub. I mean, it is a dub. I'm green, but I'm green like $300 across my accounts, which is not what we were hoping for. Hoping for a little more than that, but yeah, nice 1 to 3 there to midnight, 125 points. Damn. Like the stream, guys. Like the stream. Come on. Wait. People watching 222, but only 3. Really, guys? You guys cannot. What? Oh, it says 62 here now. Matey, you might have to refresh your YouTube. Yeah, give me at least 69 likes. Look, I even have the ads automator off. So I'm not slamming ads in your face every 5 seconds. Oh, I missed 69. Now we got 70. Son of a gun. Thanks, guys. All right, yeah, let's recap. Let's recap the for those of you guys that are just joining, we'll recap this. And then we will take one last look at things and kind of frame what could happen the rest of the day. But yeah, going into the day, thought there could potentially be more downside with how this weekly candle was forming and the rejection that we were showing, dropping down to the daily. We didn't have a whole lot of much to go off of because obviously we closed inside of this daily inefficiency. So you could say that you could make an argument either direction that this could still hold in respect and go higher. Or because we closed below consequent encroachment, maybe we drip lower. We did go lower, took our previous day low, filled the new week opening gap, tapped into this OB here. So we hit a daily order block. And then as you scale in, there's just different PD arrays in here, 4 hour fair value gap. And if you guys were on stream, you guys heard me saying that, at that moment, it looked weak, like we could go lower, but I said I wanted to wait for some candle closures and more information to really pick a strong side one way or the other. And then sure enough, 20 minutes go by and we're setting up really nice longs, to be honest. We had this 5-minute gap here. So once we inversed this was when my confidence for longs basically shifted. I shifted from short bias to long bias. Right. And then was waiting. And then here on the 1 minute, we had this nice bullish fair value gap. Thanks, Tevin. Nice bullish fair value gap that got put in here after that 5-minute inversion. Put my limit in this gap. Stop went below 50% of this wick here is where I did it. Could have gotten away with a, you could have went with the tightest stop today, which is, you know, the low of the fair value gap if you wanted, or the body of the fair value gap candle, and you would have been fine in today's instance. But then, yeah, I was targeting New York midnight. And if you go back to the beginning of the stream as well, I was saying that after market open and we were selling off, I was like, gosh, this would be absolutely beautiful today if we got a market maker buy model around 10 a.m. to go run all of these relative equal highs to the left. We had really smooth equal highs, Asia and London right here as well, going into that 4-hour gap that's right up in here. We're in it right now. So kind of elementary, I guess, but really was just like, this is so smooth, and I feel like we could go target that. So yeah, that was the reason for, I just thought New York midnight sounded good, to be honest. And it was right below London and Asia. So yeah, that's really the full thought process right there. I don't use SMT with US 30. Like I definitely prefer to use SMT with ES and NASDAQ just because they're far more closely correlated than Dow Jones. Like, so often you'll see Dow Jones just kind of in its own world doing its own thing, so I just don't trust it as much. I'm not going to say you couldn't use it. Obviously, it's also a correlated asset to an extent. I just don't think it's as correlated as ES is, so I just decided to go with those two. And then that way I'm not looking at everything, and then like if US 30 is in its own world doing its own thing, I don't sit here and like overanalyze what I'm seeing on NASDAQ and ES and then therefore like talk myself out of a trade or into a trade that does, you know what I'm saying? So I just like too much analysis. I try not to have too much shit in my thinking. Just keep it simple. What is order flow telling me? You know, logically, did we hit a PD array on the higher time frame that would make logical sense for us to reverse? And then can we confirm it, right? And if we can get all that, to me, I think odds are in my favor. And I'm just in a better high probability setup without looking at US 30, but yeah, power of 3. Exact power of 3, yeah. Beautiful Judas swing right at the open. Set up the market maker buy model pretty much to a T. Yeah, let's zoom out here and take a look at this. What is going to happen next is the question. The $1 million question that everybody wants to know. What is going to happen next? Well, let's put our brains together here. I think it would be might be foolish to say one way or the other. Because this could look different by tomorrow, but I would make the claim that we've probably put in the low of the week today on a Thursday, which makes perfect sense. And I would expect to see higher prices probably going into the rest of the day and tomorrow. Like I said, by this time tomorrow, that could look that could be different. That could change, but that is what I would lean towards at the moment. Let me remove some of these drawings here. Let me get all this shit off here, actually. One hour. Yeah, like I would like to see like probably this 1 hour. You can maybe use the 30-minute if we get a retracement down. Like this 30-minute candle will close in 15 minutes. Maybe we could get away. I don't know though. I would think that what it will look like is this will look like a bullish breaker. You could extend this across. I'm just trying to find a time frame it looks clean on to show you guys. Honestly, probably the 4 hour to be honest. Like, but we got 3 hours left on that, so maybe the 1 hour here. But yeah, kind of what I would anticipate would be, you know, this 1 hour candle closes in 15 minutes. And potentially you could see the 11 a.m. candle kind of be more accumulation. I'm just guessing here, obviously. We'll find out. But something to maybe anticipate. Next 1 hour candle be more of an accumulation. Maybe we leave a 1 hour fair value gap as well. So then, you know, depending on how this candle closes and whatnot, you could have a fair value gap right here, potentially overlapping a bullish breaker as well. And I would expect more upside personally. And that could be something that I could maybe play later today. I would be only probably looking to trade this into discount of the range, honestly, though. You could maybe extend it. I would be cautious of like this level here. This is a bearish breaker. Also inside of a 4 hour fair value gap up here. So like these are all things inside of this range. I would naturally be less aggressive for upside once we got above, you know, we'll just call it 250. I'd be less aggressive for upside at like 250 or 250 or higher. Yeah, Anthony, we caught a nice little long. I left some meat on the bone, unfortunately, but green nonetheless. So, but yeah, that's what I think. You could probably, you know, now that we got this 15-minute close, you could maybe try it a little earlier. But I also wouldn't mind waiting for this 1 hour. Just to make sure you get this closed. Because keep in mind, we are inside of a 4 hour gap here. So, like, if this candle in the next, you know, whatever amount of time it is, obviously there's only 11 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. There's 3 hours left on the 4 hour. So, like, if this candle gives us a very weak closure above these highs, you might just choose to sit on your hands. Got to kind of train yourself to wait for these candle closures on the higher time frame. Because it'll take your beautiful 1 or 5 minute gap and absolutely fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Open did you dirty, but got your lick back. There you go, Anthony. Buy Tesla before it's too late. What is Tesla at right now? $287. Ooh, up 5% today. Bro, that's crazy. Is that right? Tesla's down 92%. Wait, no, I'm fuck. I'm looking at the wrong. It's down 25% year to date. I was gonna say, what the hell? That don't make sense. Nvidia's not down bad, actually. It's only down 17, 18%. Year to date. I've just been buying the indices, to be honest. I haven't been buying these individual stocks. Maybe I should. I don't know. I've also been buying some crypto too, though, so. I wish I could buy everything and all of everything. Believe me. Living PD raise 10 seconds before the close. You can be live tomorrow. I think I'll be live tomorrow, yeah. Planning on being live tomorrow. We have PC price index and consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. So yeah, the plan is to be live tomorrow morning. I probably most likely won't be pressing any buttons prior to 10 a.m. if I had to guess. But yes, the plan is to be live tomorrow. I do want to watch this 1 hour candle and just see how we close. I'm not ending stream just yet. We could take 10 more trades today, so don't go anywhere. Turn my brightness down. That's better. But yeah, guys, let's do a quick little P&L check. Everybody starts hopping off as soon as the trade ends. Why do people do that? They just use us. But yeah, all in all, man, I feel like it's been a pretty good week. I don't have like a whole lot of complaints. Yeah, I feel like price is honestly kind of set up decent. With some pretty good delivery. But yeah, let me know if you guys are green or red or flat today. I would hope most of you guys are green. I don't know. I feel like we read the shit out of that. Come on. Aw, Shamar. Congrats on passing your funded. Right now. But yeah, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Guys, vote on the poll. Are you green or red or flat? The fuck? We got almost 200 people still watching. And if we don't have 100 votes on this poll, if you're break even, you can vote flat as well. If we don't have 100 votes on this poll in the next 5 minutes, I'm not streaming tomorrow. Yeah. Fuck you think of that? What now? You gonna vote on my poll, damn it. You're gonna vote on that damn poll. I don't care if it kills you. You're gonna vote on that sucker. God. I don't know why you insist on making me blow my top. I don't enjoy talking to you that way. Now you think on it. I'll be in the limo. You guys know what I'm referencing? I'll help you out if not. I just gotta find it. Come here, you son of a bitch. What the hell is it? Oh, here we go. This is how you guys make me. This is what you guys make me do to you.
Hey, Stu. I don't enjoy talking to you that way. I don't know why you insist on making me blow my top. We've been on a lot of adventures together. But it seems like you haven't learned anything.
You think on it.
You think on it. I'll be in the limo.
Hey, you guys are fine. Hold on that pole, damn it. 65 votes. Are you shitting me? What are you guys afraid of? Are you afraid I'm gonna? I can't see if you're green or red. What am I out in front of the whole stream? What are you doing? People afraid to vote on the poll. All right, I guess we're not streaming tomorrow. Unless we get to 100 votes by the end of the by the time I click the end stream button. As of right now, no stream tomorrow. All right, hourly candle closes here in 3 minutes. Yeah, man, I would not be totally opposed to pressing the button some more today. Kind of want to see what this looks like after this hourly close, and then maybe see what we look like, maybe potentially pulling back to rebalance on this 1 hour, the new 1 hour candle. Perhaps, possibly, potentially, maybe we could see something like this. But yeah, as of right now, 65% green, 16% red. I love that. I love that discrepancy. 19% flat. Market Maker Slayer says 50% of the 1 hour pullback entry long. Yeah, I think that's pretty much actually what I have framed up here. Hourly close in a minute, guys. What do I think the trend is? As of right now, I think it's bullish. For today, if that's what you're asking. Here is where I'd potentially play another long, though. Get that retest back into the breaker. And either, well, yeah, I mean, like this low here, we cannot close below this low. And potentially, ideally, maybe we wouldn't even want to see us get below that low. At most, we sweep it, we form an SMT divergence, we start displacing back higher, we get long. Or I look for a long. But if we get below this low and close, this is a bearish breaker now. Out of a 4 hour gap. Probably not the best sign. So we want to see bullish order flow maintain here. Trying to get us into this new hourly candle. Fuck, it's taking forever. There we go. But I am fully prepared to wait a while. Like, you guys could see how like this 30-minute we could basically print like a candle that doesn't really go anywhere. Leave another fair value gap in here, and then we trade into that, and then we go. So I'm prepared for that. Equilibrium of this range is 237. You know, you could just say 240s and above, I guess, but I'm bullish until we've reached premium for today. Congrats, man. Passed 4 Apex accounts. There you go, Ricardo. Cheers to you. All right, we got over 100 votes. There. See, was that so hard? Yeah, way more green. I love that. Right on, right on. See if price wants to pull back, rebalance here to the 5-minute. Dig into here. Peace out, Carlos. What's up, Grizz? Did decent. Could have did better, but caught part of the move up. I'm not in anything yet, guys. I'm just framing some stuff up. Seeing what we look like. All right, guys. I'm going to give this a try. Last trade of the morning here. See if we can get this trade up to 237. Equilibrium of the range. I'll go risk-free. I'll go risk-free if we get above the hourly high here. If it loses, I'll just walk away. Trading with a little bit of the profit. Oh, I don't like that. Nope. I'm just going to get out. Get back a little bit of the profit there. I'm not liking that. You were not supposed to do that. You were supposed to keep going higher. Oh, that makes sense. ES took out the 1 hour high. NQ did not. Oops. All right, up 200 bucks on the day now per account. April seasonal tendency is bullish. Yeah, usually we're peaking April or November. Generally. Like using power of 3 phases to determine where we are. What's likely to happen. Yeah. Exited an entry during the first AM macro. Shit went straight to my TP, so I revenge traded and lost 1K, man. Sometimes that actually makes me feel like crying for real. I'm not laughing at you, Noble. I'm laughing because I know the feeling. What a great learning opportunity. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes you feel better or not. Probably doesn't, but... Ooh. You don't say. ES actually traded to equilibrium of its range. Why don't you guys tell me that? You guys just let me think that we're not back in premium yet. The fuck? Whoa. Whoa! What are we doing? Why buy when Trump issues auto tariffs? Price is bullish. I wouldn't get so caught up in like the fundamentals, guys. The chart is still the chart. I'm tempted to try this long here again off this inversion. I'm gonna give it a little bit. 5-minute OB. Inversion here. Just making sure it's not gonna fail. Which it looks like it is potentially about to do. Not trying to get back all my profit. I'm not in this, guys. I just have it marked up. No, I'm not in football vibe. I'm not in. You'll see my entry up here above my head. You'll see when I'm in. If I get in. Retesting the 5-minute OB. ES hit equilibrium of the range, and it took out the previous 1-hour high on ES, so that is an SMT divergence against this trade. That's why I'm waiting, because this could fail, and if it fails, I'm not interested, obviously. He's in. Leaning towards bearish from here. Yeah. There would be some logic in that. I think we do still have some room to the upside left, which is why I'm still entertaining this. Waiting for price to kind of confirm that here. Because if these PD arrays all fail, then yeah, we're at least heading back into the range, if not lower. $15 left on this candle. Yeah. We do have these, you know, inefficiencies that price could be pulling back for. It could be just pulling back to retest and rebalance this 1-hour breaker as well. Which I did say. I mean, I said that that could happen. This candle could really not go up. It could not really go anywhere, to be honest. So perhaps me entertaining this is really kind of a waste, which it looks like it kind of is because there's not a whole lot of willingness to go in a hurry right now. So remove that idea. It's failing anyway. She's failing anyway. But I'll be honest though, I like some people might be looking at this like this range like this. I personally, I think if we're going higher, we don't want to see equilibrium of this leg, in my opinion. You don't have to agree with that opinion. I just don't think looking at this hourly chart, I think if we get down to discount of this, I just feel like we're going to go lower, to be honest. That's just me. Potentially. Little SMT forming here with ES. Oops, sorry. Bullish SMT as well here. But the other thing too is notice how these trades that I'm trying to play now in this range, like I'm really trying to make it a cheap trade. I'm not trying to max out my size here. If anything, I'm sizing down a little bit and taking a cheap trade. Because if it gives me this move, it's still 72 points. But like I'm not trying to hit a home run ball here. These aren't full. These are not full port worthy ideas. These are. I think there's a little bit of meat left on the bone, and I want to try to nibble off some ideas. You feel me? Would you consider trading into a fair value gap that opposes your trade a high resistance trade? Into a fair value gap? What time frame are you looking at? Like this 15-minute? Is that what you're looking at? Would I consider it high resistance? I mean, I'm just looking at order flow here, and in my mind, what I'm thinking is I don't want to see us get honestly really below this low right here, because this is a bearish breaker. So if we get below this, I think we create a scenario where we could respect this and then go lower. You see what I'm saying? This would be a strong bearish breaker in my opinion. So we have SMT here, right? I don't need it to create here. That's kind of a weak close. All right, I'm going to take it though. Okay, fucking last trade of the morning. I know I said that last time. I lied. That wasn't my last trade. This is my last trade, no matter what. If it loses, I will still be a little bit in the green. Not by much. I will give him back a good chunk of my profit, but... I'm going to give it a try. and I'm instantly being punished. Instantly being punished. Instantly being punished. Instantly being fucked. I deserve this. I deserve this. Chat, what did I do wrong today? Can anyone tell me? What did I do wrong today? It's as obvious can get. What did I do? What did I do wrong today? Don't think technical analysis wise either. I think Vic Man and Noble trading got it is kind of what I had in mind. I'm kind of over trading. Should have just walked away after my one W, even though it wasn't my full target, because now I'm giving back my profit that I did make. I won't be ending the day red if this loses, but it won't be very green anymore. Learn from me, okay? Just learn from me, would you? That's all I ask. Don't do as I do. Do as I say, damn it. It's like your parents. Well, Dad, but you... No, son, learn from me. Yeah, see? Now I'm only up fucking 50 bucks on the day per account. God, what an idiot, Tyler. Learn from me, boys. Learn from me. Poor performance all the way around emotionally today. Give myself a D. Not the D. Don't get it confused. But I'm giving myself a D. I don't think people are talking shit. I asked for their input. Yeah. I don't view you guys as talking. I don't think anyone's talking shit. But all right, I'm gonna step away for the morning. I don't think we're going anywhere in this candle. If we do, then Nasdaq's a scam. Like if this just came down one more time to just soup the low, and now we just reverse and go all the way to the heavens, that is just super duper not cool. Yeah, Chris. Don't post that shit in my chat, please. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off for now. Very small green day for me. I gave back most of my profits, honestly. Unfortunately. So I'm gonna walk away before I turn red. But hopefully you guys are green today. Learn from me. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Appreciate you guys showing up. Like the stream. If you at least had fun hanging out in some way, shape, or form. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire.